Concerned Texans joined the Dilley Free Families rally by busload and carload to support and uplift Japanese Americans who survived Japanese internment camps during World War II. One such internment camp was in Crystal City, Texas, about 50 miles away from the South Texas Family Residential Center, an internment camp by another name in Dilley, Texas. These Japanese American elders marched from Crystal City to Dilley to call for the closure of all ICE internment facilities. Here are some stories from that journey.
Hi, my name is Luz Lombreras, and fortunately I know what family separation feels like, and I'm here to raise my voice for my own family that thankfully isn't in this detention center, but against family separation and detention. And I'm also here raising my voice for my sisters that aren't currently detained, but they're at risk of being detained in this situation.
Oh, my name is Gerda. I'm here as part of the Austin Sanctuary Network and Never Again Action. I'm here because I see immigration as one of the foremost arenas of injustice in the United States today. Like most Americans, I'm a descendant of immigrants, and even if I weren't, I know that this country is built on people, and I'm most exercised this morning by the attack on green card holders and the way that they can be turned aside when returning to this country. Green card holders are legitimate residents who've been vetted carefully. I mean, there's a lot more to say, but I was trained as an historian, and I obviously don't know where things are going, but I know where things like this have gone in the past, and it's very worrisome. And I wanted very much to leave a better world for my children and grandchildren, and I feel like the best time to try to improve things is like yesterday, and the second best time is today.
And then we have two of them now, so it should be good.
Hi, good morning. My name is Amelia, and I was separated from my husband, and that feels really bad. And we were separated by immigration, and I'm here today to raise my voice so that other families don't go through what I've gone through, what my family's gone through, and what my kids are going through. Hi, my name is Sabina, and I'm here to add my grain of sand to the fight to end detention for all, to free them all, to end the practice of detaining people. And I'm here with my comrades, my brave comrades who are raising their voice today to close Dilley.
My name is Anita. I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. I was born in the Netherlands. And I'm going on this journey because as an immigrant, this really gets to me. That's how badly immigrants are treated here. Immigrants should not be arrested or imprisoned. And I'm married to a Japanese American, so I'm aware of the injustice. And so last year, I went together with my husband and his sister, we went to the pilgrimage to Crystal City, and there we learned about the shameful history of that detention camp. And then, of course, earlier this year, everyone heard about this little boy, Liam, and his dad being kind of kidnapped from Minnesota and put in Dilley, the detention facility. And then, since then you only hear bad stories about ICE detention facilities, how the people are mistreated there and with bad food and no potable water and no medical care. and it just has to stop. This is not right.
Yeah, you want to say hi. My name is Leona, and I am here because I feel such an affinity with the people who are imprisoned, people who have struggled mightily to come here and to do their best and have been through holy hell trying to get here. And then we put them through more hell, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. I respect their incredible journey. I feel fortunate that I didn't have to do that in my life. That kind of journey where you have to try to learn a whole new language and make a home and deal with the cruelties of a system that is slated to hurt you. I think it is backwards and idiotic that we would treat them as if they're lesser than the rest of us somehow, or don't have as many rights or as many needs as the rest of us have. And I just can hardly bear it that we do this hideous thing to them. So that's why I'm here and doing what I'm doing.
My name is Flor. I'm here today to be heard and call for them to close Dilley, the Dilley Detention Center. I was one of the many women, and my daughter and I were detained in Dilley 15 years ago, and we're here, and hopefully today is the day that they shut down Dilley.
Hi, my name is Kendi. I'm here to speak for all those children that are detained in Dilley's, and I want them to be like free. I want to speak for them and for me and my mom that went there, and those children, I know that they need to be free and with their parents. I think that's it.
Like 3 miles. Like I said, my season. Hello there, my name is Jose Angel Jody Cerda. I'm the mayor of the city of Crystal City here in Crystal City, Texas. It's an honor to be here. The reason I am part of this is because I feel that the separation of families and youth is injustice. I just want to support as much as I can. I don't know if you all knew this or not, but there's a family internment camp in Crystal City back in 1943 from the World War II. And it seems that it continues to do now, happening again with the Trump administration. And I just want to make sure that families and youth are not separated, and that we need to stop and be more mindful and loving of each other and caring of each other. And I just feel there's an injustice, so I will continue supporting this cause, and I'm just grateful that I'm here in Dilley, Texas. Our pilgrimage is coming. It should be arriving in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day, and it's just wonderful to be here in support of this good cause.
I'm Reverend Katie McQuaid-Lucas, and I'm from the Bay Area Unitarian Universalist Church on the south side of Houston, Texas. And I think for me, the reason I'm out at this particular action today is I have felt very moved by the proximity of many of these centers to our Texas congregations. And I have felt like it has been less visible than in other spaces with more dense ICE operations. And I've wanted to see for myself and also highlight the visibility of the issue for everybody who can't come drive all the way down to Dilley. There's a reason these things are tucked into smaller towns, and it's so that we can't see what's happening. And so it was very important for me to be here today for that, to be part of the gold crowd, and really show up for my faith and to represent my own community, and then bring back to them what I see and what I think. I think that on a personal level, to me, the primary job of a minister is to tell the truth. Whether that's on Sunday morning to share some sort of truth about my own life or the lives of others. It's important that I am in a position where I'm not only allowed to do that, it's my job and I get to do that. And so part of the motivation for me to participate in events like this and to show up and make that drive is to be able to bear witness and then carry that witness onward into other parts of my work, because this experience will show up in pastoral care and preaching and justice work in my own neighborhood. And it's important for me to build those connections so that I can do more of that connective work.
When our families were incarcerated there more than 80 years ago, we did not believe that anybody cared. And so it's important in this moment, when there's so much violence against families and children, against immigrants, when it's okay to abuse children, when it's okay to put children in cages, when it's okay to separate children from their parents and to deport their parents. You know, any society or any country that can do that is in danger of losing its light completely.
This is a photograph of me and my brother. We were born doing time. We were held, my family was held for 4.5 years. My mother was pregnant when she was removed from her home in San Francisco. They were American citizens. When I was born in the Tule Lake Segregation Center, I asked my mother later, why would you have another child in a prison camp? And she said they had no way of knowing what was going to happen to them. That there was a rumor, the more children you had, the less likely they would separate families. That turned out to be a lie. My father was taken from us and sent to a prison camp in North Dakota for protesting the drafting of Japanese American men in the prison camp to go fight for democracy in Europe.
Arm in arm beside you. Because your life is sacred for me.
We missed birthdays. We missed moments. We missed the normal things people take for granted until they are taken away. My dad came home, and for that I will forever be grateful. But my story does not end there. Because while my family was able to hug my dad again, there are thousands of families who are still waiting for that moment. That is why I am here today, continuing to fight, and I will not stop until everybody is free. I am here for the mother who is sitting at home, wondering when she will see her children again. I am here for the father missing birthdays, holidays, and memories he will never get back. I am here for the children who don't understand why their parent didn't come home. I am here for the families who can't afford a lawyer, for the families who don't know where to turn, for the families who are afraid to seek help because they too are afraid of being separated, for the people who can't even visit their loved ones because they're afraid to enter a place where they themselves might be detained. I am standing here today not just for my father. I am standing here for every family still waiting, thinking that they have been forgotten. For every person behind those walls, hoping someone remembers they are human, they deserve dignity. And as long as there are people suffering, as long as there are families separated, as long as there are people who have no voice, I'm going to keep speaking out. I'm going to keep fighting, because no one should have to beg to be treated like a human being. Enough is enough.
My name is Annette Price, and I am the Executive Director of Grassroots Leadership, which is a nonprofit organization. We've been around for 46 years, and our mission is to end mass incarceration and deportations. I do it because I want to liberate those folks from jail. I don't think they should be locking up children in detention centers, and they lock them up in literally tents and thinking that that's okay. It's not okay. So that's why I do this work. I do this work because I myself have been caged, and I know how that feels, and it's inhumane. And so I'm on a quest to free them all. And I'll keep doing it until I close a camp.